David is a 3-year-old boy that was dropped off in front of CPS because his mom didn't want him anymore. At this point, David was entered into the system. He now has a case, and now he's going to be inside of the CPS system. Inside of the CPS system means that now he's going to need to be placed with a foster family. In the United States, there's a lot of children that have this same kind of story. When this starts in like the Dallas area and even our Lubbock area, you start off with just your normal case. And then you go into the system, and families and agencies have the opportunity to grab a hold of a case for a kid, and they get to be placed into their home. There's a lot of restrictions and a lot of things that have to be abided by in this system. In the Lubbock area, just in the month of August, there was 394 kids that needed to be placed. Of that 394, only 63% of them were placed into families. The other part of that was still just with CPS and doesn't get to go to like a family that is with an agency like Buckner or Arrow or DePelchin in that case. So starting off in the system, a kid gets entered because of a report, or police or CPS has gone in and taken the child. Within that, now the court is involved, and then you have the placing agency that's involved. The placing agency has to go by a lot of regulations and stipulations. To become a foster family, you have to go through a lot of different trainings and paperwork, background checks, drug tests, home studies. The home study is the most intricate and long part of the adoption process and fostering process, because it's when people come into your home and investigate basically everything about you. They investigate your childhood, they investigate your family, they investigate anything that's gone on in your life, any medical issues, any mental issues, basically everything about your life, just to make sure that you're going to be fit to foster or adopt a kid. In David's situation, he's placed into one of these families, and for his case, it was late at night, so it was last minute. Because of that, it was an emergency placement, and in that case, we call up families, and we have to find somewhere to place him immediately, and luckily we were able to find somewhere within about an hour and a half, 2 hours. So after that, your court case is taken, obviously, to court. And in court, it's talked about the mom or the family is going to come to try to fight their case if they want to have rights back to their child. If not, rights are terminated, and that's when a child goes up for adoption. In that case, adoption becomes what most people think as very expensive, but really it's free in that case. When you foster to adopt, it's no charge. Some people think it's $15,000, $18,000 to adopt a kid, and yes, in some cases that is true. But in David's case, in this case, it's not at all expensive. Once he gets put into the system, and if he gets to go up for adoption, there's no charge, and that's a common misconception about fostering and adopting. Adopting can be expensive, but in a lot of cases, and if you're willing to foster and have that part of your life, then there's a possibility that you could adopt free of charge, and it'd be a lot more easy, but you don't have as much choice in the type of kid that you get because it's just placed with you.